You guys have been asking for it, and you got it. This is the monologue. James only. Exactly what everybody wanted. So I'm going to start this in 5, 4, 3, 2. Hey, turn off that water. Turn off that water in there, Eugene. 2, 1. So this week in the news, there's a lot going on. David lost his virginity, which is pretty dope. He recently got fucked in the ass, and I watched the whole thing, and it was a magical moment, not just for him but also for me.
Is this real? Oh fuck!
Wait, no. Wait, no. This is just me. Hey, you told me I get one. You said I could do one on my own, bro.
I can go to the bathroom for fucking 10 seconds.
What do you mean?
Just decide to start on your own?
No, you just like were hindering me.
Fuck you.
Like, and not just with the podcast, but like my vibes. Like pretty much everything about you is just throwing me off today, man. I think it's the orange.
Today what's fantastic is right before we started, throwing on the lighting, bam, light in front of us, bam, light to the right of us, left if you're watching on YouTube.
And then right as you turn on the light, and I quote, man, we're getting really good at this lighting thing. We're getting really good at this lighting.
Somehow the one light for the battery is it's dead. It doesn't exist anymore.
The good thing about it is you look really tan now.
Yeah, I know. I look good.
Except for the fact that, like, since our channel's dead, the only person that actually watches this anymore watches it on SoundCloud. So you won't know, like, how jaundiced you look today.
Well, yeah.
So I'll describe it for you. He is straight yellow. He is jaundiced as fuck today.
Yeah, shout out to Manfred, the one person who keeps listening. I don't even think he listens anymore.
No?
My mom does.
Does she?
Yeah, she... You know, my mom, she always is like...
My parents have never watched a single one.
It's fine,
They
you
don't
know.
support what I do.
She always
Especially
comes up
in
with
the
these
gay porn
new
industry.
things that she'll just like figure out like, oh, this is what you should be doing, you know? She doesn't really... She thinks she knows until like she gets onto her new thing, and then she's like, oh, that's what you should be doing. So you know how I slightly mentioned like, oh, I'm just going to be a pilot? She goes, there you go.
Yeah. No, she was.
There
Then also
You could do that.
She was also convinced that comedy isn't what you're destined to be.
Oh, is that what she said?
Do you remember what's in your blood?
No, I forgot.
What everybody in your family is destined to be?
I have no idea. I forgot.
Realtor.
Is that what she said?
Yeah, she said, we just got it in our blood. We know houses. Yeah. We know how to sell. Mm-hmm. And that's just what we were all meant to do.
Yeah,
and then she blamed Big Dave for holding her back.
Yeah, yeah,
with his tiny penis. And then he was like, yeah.
Hey, no, bitch.
Yeah, he was like, yo, what the? You're telling me my son has a bigger dick than me? And he wasn't happy about that.
Yeah, it's like she forgot that I want to do this. And she's just trying to aim me to anything she knows is like feasible. And why don't you just be a pilot? And I was like, Mom, I'm not gonna do that. She's like, why not? I was like, yeah, because I don't want my career to be flying people around all the time. That's not what I want to do. I just want to be able to be like, hey, bitch, jump on this plane. Let's get out of here.
It's funny because I even said, I was like, I told you, remember I texted you the other day and I was like, I'm just so happy that you didn't end up with that girl.
Yeah.
And you were like, yo, fuck. And you didn't understand. Because when I don't bring context to things and I just throw out wild statements at you, you get combative.
Yeah, right.
And you tried to attack me right away. Hey, fuck you. I'm glad that you didn't end up with her either. And I said, no. It's because like this girl's constantly like
traveling,
flying around,
doesn't matter.
Traveling.
We can literally talk shit about all of our friends because none of them listen.
Yeah. And I was like, dude, if you were just like fuck, what would I do? Like I would be probably like 400 pounds by now because I probably wouldn't like leave my house except for like when our boy Pepper tells us to kick it. So
why do we even pretend it? Like, why don't we just call him Pfeffer? Like,
yeah,
who gives a fuck?
I mean, like, who knows, dude? Maybe we'll say one controversial thing, we'll get canceled, but then uncanceled, and then they'll make us blow up, and everybody's going to be like, damn. So that's why I've been feeding my cat vodka.
Oh, you know what? I've actually figured it out. this is how we get big. Somehow we have to create the idea that, yo, the Monologue podcast, they did something controversial and crazy. Nobody knows what it is, but they're like, oh, fuck, dude, these guys are terrible. A lot of hatred. Like, we got to weed through the hatred.
Yeah,
but then we rise to the occasion.
But the issue with that is all the controversy would like probably be pushed onto me. You
think so?
Yeah, I feel like I have way more controversy surrounding me. Stop hitting the phone.
Yeah, I know. Just keep going.
Dude, every single time that you do that.
You do it too.
I wish that Eugene would.
You do it too.
Too bad we had to fire Eugene. So, like, we haven't been able to pay him.
We didn't have enough
budget. We lost our sponsorship.
Who was our sponsor? I mean, sorry, I remember who, but
Miller Lite.
Oh, right. Duh.
We had it for one episode and we got canceled. And I don't know what it was exactly. I think they thought that the incest was just like playful and light, and then they realized, oh no, he's actually fucking his sister.
Right. Yeah.
It's not a bit.
No, it's not.
It's not a bit. So then they canceled us.
Yeah.
So there's $2 million down the drain.
So I've been calling my father lately, just because.
Oh, I know.
No, I'm not. It's a little bit different. It's not that one entirely.
Okay. Actually, no, you told me that you didn't want to bring that one up anymore.
So he's I just keep calling him, trying to think like, hey, can me and him relate on this?
Yeah.
And we just don't.
Yeah.
I'm asking him things that I'm sort of going through now in life, and be like, hey, you, when you're 23, how is it for you? And he just goes, yeah, I don't know. I kind of just figured it out. He doesn't even like think about it, and I have to keep like prying at him to get an answer. And it's like, yeah, Dad, you did all these things. Like, okay.
We have things in common.
Here's an example where when I was a kid, there was one of his friends. His name is Danny. I don't know what his fucking last name is.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Shit, that just fucked up the audio.
Did it?
Just press cancel. Okay, perfect. Yeah, because that's gonna come on.
Oh, the ding?
Yeah.
Oh, no, that was just us getting an email from a new sponsorship. Next week, we're sponsored by Ubisoft.
I like that.
Yo! Dude, fucking...
Hold on, let me finish it up.
Yeah, keep on telling your shit.
So...
Talk your shit.
This guy...
Blood.
This guy would... When my dad decided to like
Daniel?
Danny, my dad and my mom started to have a life together. Like raise kids and become an adult. This guy never gave up partying and drugs and shit like that, and he would come to our house some days like fucked up and like just be hammered. One day he was sitting on like the back porch, like just waiting outside for my dad, just like with a fifth of vodka. Killed it. My sister looks out the window and she goes, what the fuck? Calls my dad. She was like maybe like 7 or 8. She's like, hey, this guy's just waiting outside hammered. And eventually,
how did she know? How did your sister at 7 know that this guy was just
she was like, hey, this guy's he's fucked up.
This guy's fucking
no, she was like,
hey, Dad, this guy's fucking trash.
No,
come
she
join
was
him,
like,
you
hey,
loser.
this guy is outside just swigging from something. That's basically what it was. And my dad came home and he's fucked up, right? And he's like, man, dog, we don't hang out anymore. What's happened to us? And my dad is like, you're a fucking asshole, dude. Like, you just keep getting fucked up and you're high and shit all the time. Like, I'm not doing that anymore. So I was asking, what were these people like? Like, because initially they were friends. What were they like before that? And he was like, yeah, I guess he just kept partying. And I was like, yeah, Dad, that's what I was trying to figure out. Like, do these people exist? And
you're trying to find that weed in our friend,
right?
Okay. Yeah, I can point them out for you.
Yeah, it's the person we talked about last week.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, because my dad kept going saying like, yeah, this guy, he would always just act as if he's making all these deals and getting money.
Had plans.
Had
his life figured out.
But that never was the case. He just kept
that's a good point. And he has kind of gotten into things. Yeah, I could see that.
Right.
I also, you want me to name a few more people?
I would love to.
Yeah, I'll name drop.
Go ahead.
You know our friend Trey?
Maybe.
No, I made that name up. We don't have any friends named Trey. Why did you say maybe? I'm like, oh, Trey. No, we don't have a friend named Trey.
I was like, I was part of the audience, like, oh, Trey, who's Trey?
yeah. Dude,
yeah. I just wanted to be part of it.
He's doing blow off people's dick for money, dude.
Yeah, Trey.
Yeah, Trey. You don't know Trey?
How often do you interact with your parents?
I was just going to bring this up when you were talking. I haven't talked to my parents in probably like a week or 2, 3 weeks. 4. I don't know how long. It's been a little bit. I gotta talk to him more. I'm just like a shitty son.
Yeah.
But no, I did have one of these moments with my dad, and he was actually a little bit more helpful than your dad.
Oh, he didn't just like, yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. When my dad knew what I was talking about.
Because I kind of asked him the same thing, right?
Yeah.
I think that it was a year, the year of Beer Olympics when we only had like 10 people come.
Yeah.
Even though like it was like our 3rd, 4th year, and everybody knew, and like people just didn't show up
that year.
And
yes.
and I got hammered. We played the entire Beer Olympics. Fun. One of the best Beer Olympics ever.
No, I'd say it's the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was so much fun. But then I was like, man, I just like wish that everybody, because it's not so much that like anybody brings anything or anything along those lines. It's just like I want other people to experience. Like, yo, this was fucking dope, dude. Like, I want everybody to be there. And I was like, hey, like, why is it that like people grow so far apart? Like, I never because I was like,
that's okay.
And I was like I never see you really hang out with like any of your friends. Like, he really. I don't know. It's been a long time because other than like, my family friends, there's them, and then like
what do you got going? Stop! Just stop!
I fucking don't even. Why are they blowing us up right now? We've talked about one sponsorship, and now we have Ubisoft and Microsoft fucking trying to get a
Ubisoft.
Ubisoft.
Well, we lost them now.
Fuck. Yeah, we're fucked.
Keep going.
But my dad's like, pretty much never really hung out with people except for my family friends that
Yeah.
And then also Eugene's girlfriend's dad.
Mm-hmm.
They used to be best friends.
Yeah.
And then like they stopped hanging out as much. But like I was like, why do people just grow so far apart? He was like, you just get to an age where like your priorities change and shit like that. And it was one of the most like actual eye-opening things where like, remember when we were at that age where we used to just get pissed at people? Like when we were not really me and you so much, and I don't think that you really ever got into that phase, but like I kind of got into it. One of our like best buddies got into it really bad, where he like, you guys just never want to fucking hang out with me and stuff. And then after I kind of heard that, I was like, I don't really get mad at people, like legitimately mad. Like I'll be like, oh, if you don't hang out with me after I ask you, I'll just be like, all right, you're fucking fake, you fucking phony. I'll say stuff like that where like it's clearly a joke, but I don't really get mad at people for not hanging out with me anymore after that conversation. So it's a highly weighted conversation I had with my father. Yeah. And it's hard to get him like to talk about much.
I think my dad told me that when I was young. Because I think I asked.
Well, yeah, like I feel like everybody kind of like gets that conversation, like after high school, like you're going to grow. But us, for example, like we're in a weird spot too, where we were kind of told like, oh, after high school, or like you read things, watch movies. Yeah. The impression is after high school, you hang out with maybe one person and it's done.
Oh, well, that's just not right.
But I think it is.
You think so?
100%.
Why?
Like I was talking to shout out to our boy Gabe, and he was like running through like his list, and he was like just kind of trying to narrow down like his list, because shout out to Gabe for getting married. Yeah. He was like, he had like his a couple high school friends, and then, but he's like a little bit older than us, so who knows? Maybe we're just gonna like lose him one by one in these next few years, but.
So it's not a common thing to hang out with a lot of people?
I think that because we went to a smaller high school, it worked out where we like hung out with like a lot of high school friends. But look at even like our fucking boy, the fucking boss, man, dude. He's like really only friends with like his college friends.
You know what I think it is though? Is I think people stop learning how to make new friends. And I think...
What do you mean? No, I don't think that's like... I think that we're talking about two different...
Well, here, because you can only hang out with your friends that are... where you guys can all do... you have similar ideas of like what's fun and what's enjoyable to you guys. Because when you... Let's say all of our friends are going out drinking all the time and things like that. If we can't jump into that, we can't hang out with them, or we have to go out of our way to do it. Eventually, you just can't. You have to make plans to hang out with these people that you can't anymore.
Well, no, like I was saying, it's just that people's priorities change.
Yeah, for sure.
While they get older. And I think, I don't know, we kind of ran into a thing where like we just had too close, like we were all just so close, like in high school, and like it's carried over.
But that's because we saw each other every day and we could hang out with each other every day. Now, I mean, now it's harder because everybody's gone.
Well, no, what are you talking about? I'm saying that we're still close with our friends.
But I'm saying in that those relationships built because we were all close in high school, right? So we all like kept growing, and then we kept hanging out with each other because we could all like our lives. We didn't all go off separate places. We all stay together. But as we're getting older, your priorities change. You start doing other stuff. But what you're saying to the point of you only have one friend after high school. I mean, you can make friends in your like neighborhood, for example. But how often do people do that? No.
I mean, I don't know.
Or you make friends with the people you work with.
I think that we're just like, I don't think that what you're saying has any relation to what I said.
I think it does.
I'm very confused by what you're saying completely.
Because you're saying...
And what I'm saying is, so like in certain like high schools, it's just that like a lot of people go...
off their separate ways.
Immediately after high school.
Right.
Whereas that's not the case with us.
Right, that didn't happen.
And what you're saying doesn't relate to that at all.
I'm saying for a lot of people, right? You go off.
You're saying that they just can't make friends. That's like what?
Right, but
I'm sure here, like
this is the point. This is where the point comes, right? So Gabe was saying he only has like a couple friends, right? That he hangs out with.
No, he just has like a few friends from like he was like mainly most of his friends that he listed off were like friends that he knew from high school.
Yeah, and
then like a few like it was like really close friends were from high school, and then the rest of them were like from college, I think.
Okay,
so I feel like
you're saying
like I feel like certain people like in different areas, like even like I said, like the boss man, like a lot of his friends are like also college friends.
Yeah.
Whereas it's weird that like we at like 23 are still like pretty close and very close.
Oh yeah, that is weird.
As close to high school, like our high school friends as we are. And it's not even like just people in our grade either, which is the weird thing.
Oh, it's like a lot of people in that.
Whereas I think that like that also doesn't happen. We're like in
we have a very specific
because we have such a small school.
Right. And I'm saying for all the other people who like their like range of friends all is like from all different places, where ours is like usually from one. But I'm saying eventually we're not going to be hanging out with those people all the time because you can't inherently.
Yeah.
And then your friends become the people around you. Like my parents, for example, made friends with like the neighbors, right?
Yeah, and that's how it was with my parents.
And that's what I'm saying. Is
or
that
from like Boy Scouts.
Right.
Boy Scouts was where they. But like, like I said, it's just priorities change.
And I think a lot of people end up not, not continuing to make friends. But I don't know. Like I'm starting to make more friends with like the people I work at the gym or work out of the gym with or work with, where I don't know. That's just it's weird now.
I guess maybe I don't know how to make friends.
You don't think so?
No. I mean, I think I do. Like, if I get introduced to people, but I think it's always been that way for me. If I get introduced to people, it's easy for me to become friends with them.
Sure.
But, like, I won't go out of my... Like, if I'm working out at the gym, I won't talk to people. I would never.
I can't not talk to people.
Yeah, I know, because you're self-centered.
No.
You need people to hear your voice.
No, I don't think that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's just...
No,
it's fun to talk to people. It feels so lonely not to.
Lonely boy. Lonely boy.
What the fuck would you do if you weren't talking to people all the time?
What do you mean? I'd be on World of Warcraft talking to people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You make all your friends through online. It's easier for you.
Yeah.
You do make friends.
Yeah. I do, right? So see that I can make friends online.
That's I know easy. Because you don't have to interact with them face to face.
No, I just don't like. because the reason why I'm going out, I need a group for
Yeah.
things. So like, I'm inherently doing things with them, and then, I'm just such a joy to be around.
Yeah, okay.
So everybody's like, Yames, I need to hang out with you. And then I become the most popular face of Twitch.
Yeah.
The heartthrob of the WoW community. Heartthrob of pretty much all communities. I think the podcasting community on the heartthrob of, I'm pretty sure.
I'm not certain, but I think I'm
the best looking podcaster.
Huh?
Yeah.
Compared to everyone?
Yeah, everyone.
It's weird when you are sitting next to the best looking podcaster out
It's
there.
weird that you're saying that in an orange shirt.
The fuck does that mean, bitch? It brings out everything.
That's weird that you look like a fucking inside out fucking egg, dude.
Hey, my dad called me. Should I call him back? He wants to talk to me.
No.
If not, I'll just cut it out.
No.
You don't even.
You don't need to call him right now.
All right. Well, he called. They both wanted. They called my dad and home. Seems urgent.
Huh. What do you think it's about?
I don't know.
Yeah, we can give him an hour.
An hour?
Yeah, we can give him an hour.
Unless somebody's dying.
Do you think somebody's dying?
I don't know. Yeah, it's weird at 9:52. I'm calling them. Just keep talking for now.
All right.
Hold on. Let's see what it is.
Hi, sweetie.
Yeah,
What are you doing? Are you doing your podcast?
I actually am.
Oh my god, are you in the middle of it?
Yeah, we're in the middle of the podcast.
Yeah.
All right, so anyways, I got a question.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be going to State Fair on Friday.
Okay.
Is James coming with us?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Outstanding. So what do you guys think about this deal?
Okay.
Okay.
Why don't you think about spending the night and that we go hang out at the Tiki Bar on Saturday on the lake, on Lake Michigan, and we hang out at the lake on Saturday?
Saturday morning?
Well, yeah, so Saturday, whatever time we wake up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm down for that.
What do you think about swimming
So-
and hanging out at the pool and checking out
well,
the digs?
we'll go to the fair Friday.
We're going to go hang out at the fair Friday night,
Yeah.
or Friday,
Okay.
whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
And then you cats come back to the house, spend
Okay.
the night,
Get hammered.
and yeah, whatever. You know how we do.
Play some Michael Jackson. We start dancing.
Yeah, I don't think so. There'll be no goddamn Michael Jackson, James.
Like Michael Jackson didn't do
We're
it.
going to be listening to Prince instead.
You're telling me he's not a pedophile?
He ain't no damn pedophile.
But Michael Jackson, though.
Alright, so anyways, I like Prince.
No, you're Prince now?
You're
I
Prince.
like Prince.
This just in. David's mom is converted to a Prince fan.
Alright, whatever. We're going to see Skid Row for Dad.
All right, well,
We're gonna be doing our heavy metal shit.
all right, Mom, I'm going to cut this out.
Alright, now are you guys in?
Yeah, we're in.
We're down.
Suits. We're gonna be hanging out at the Tiki Bar on Saturday. You guys are down?
Yeah, we're in.
Yeah, we're down.
I'm gonna put James. I can't hear you. Do you hear me?
Yeah, we're down.
All right, you guys are down.
All right, love you, Mom. I got to go.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Toodles.
that was a surprise because when I saw that your father was calling,
shit.
I thought that you guys were just going to have like another heart-to-heart moment or something. Yeah. But no.
No, instead it was my mom.
Your mom just wanted to kick it with us.
She just needed, sorry. She just needed,
I like that
hang out.
she called twice at 9:30, which is pretty.
9:54 actually.
Oh shit! So
Yeah, it's late.
and you don't stay awake like late.
I know, she just was really hoping.
just hoping on a prayer, living on a prayer. That's
Yeah, right.
Yo, Bon Jovi fucking. I feel like people sleep on how much Bon Jovi fucking cranks.
You think so?
Yeah. Because Bon Jovi fucking, he cranks hard.
Did I ever tell you the parody song that we made of Living on a Prayer?
No, I don't. I hate how many shitty ideas you had as a kid. And you were just like, these were great ideas.
So me and,
Fat Friends Forever.
no, yeah,
Pimp My Ride Simpson style.
And-
1, 2, 3, and 4.
and here's the name of the parody song. Is That a Dragon? So me
Wait,
and...
it was called Is That...
Yeah.
The name of the song was Is That a Dragon?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we, me, the boss man, and Andrew.
Mm-hmm.
So we used to play Rock Band and Guitar Hero all the time in boss man's basement.
Okay.
And Whoa, we're halfway there. Whoa, living on a prayer.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't do it
It's like
on beat.
Whoa, is that a dragon? What? I don't know why we liked it so much, and we would sing it all the time because Tyler would just had a fucking he had a dragon costume, and we would sing that all the time and hang out.
Oh, he did have a dragon costume.
Right.
I do remember that.
But then we made a rap song called "Pop Rocks in the Pee-Pee." And it would go like "Pop rocks in the pee-pee," and then the background noise would be "Pop rocks in the pee-pee, pop rocks in the pee-pee." It's about putting pop rocks in your pee-pee.
Oh, putting Pop Rocks in your urethra.
Yeah, and just crackling. That was what we made.
That's what the song was about?
Yeah.
I didn't get that from the title. I thought it was completely about something.
What did you think it was about?
I thought it was about a dragon.
Did you ever do stuff like that?
Did I ever?
Have fun?
No. When I was 5, I
Sure.
I learned that I could use the word crap. So
I already hate this. Keep going.
I used to just the entire song was just like crappity crap crap crappity crap crap
Oh.
cat crap.
And everybody did everybody think it was funny?
No, I sang that to myself.
I didn't have friends.
That was just for me. That was for nobody else. that wasn't for anybody else. I did used to have this song. It's called My Dingling. Have you ever heard that song?
Never once.
It's like just a song. It's like my dingling, I want you to play with my dingling. It was about
You kind of were on beat there.
and it was about this like fucking like instrument that just had bells on it.
Sure.
I'm pretty sure, and he called it dingling. It was like the entire song was about that, and I knew all the words when I was like a kid. But like,
How old are you?
like 8
Oh damn! I thought
or something.
I don't know, like 19.
I
love that joke so much.
I was in high school.
I don't know. I was like, 25.
Bert made a really good joke.
Yeah.
Bert Kreischer, he made a joke. They were talking about breaking it to your kids about Santa Claus.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, I had who's the guy that drinks a lot that they always bring up? Comedian. Doug Stanhope.
Yeah, Doug Stanhope.
And he goes, yeah, I had Doug Stanhope break it to my kids that like Santa Claus isn't real. Like I told him,
he had that guy?
Yeah, he was like, I was going to pay him to do it.
Yeah.
And they were like, how old were they? He was like, oh, he was like 47. And it made me, that joke always gets me.
Yeah.
So whenever you just like,
Or just you answer the wrong question. That is good.
But so I just sing that song all the time. And
Yeah.
since I had like these chubby cheeks, I'm just like, I was like a fucking, whatever the fuck I go for, a chipmunk or whatever. And my
Okay.
cheeks would just like blubber.
Yeah.
And people would like think that's hilarious when I was a kid. I used to be a Leonard Skinner kid too.
What?
Yeah, Leonard Skinner. You don't know Freebird?
Why?
I used to love him, dude.
Really?
Yeah, I used to know like so many songs just like by heart by them.
I was a Rascal Flatts guy.
Really?
You didn't know?
No.
Dude, I'm talking Cars. You know Cars?
Oh, that's why?
Yeah.
Because
Hold
of
on.
that shitty
Well,
ass fucking movie.
My mom already
with Lightning McQueen.
Hold on. My mom already liked Rascal Flatts inherently. And I was like, damn, dude, they fucking slap. Dude. And then Life is a Highway hit the theater. Huh?
This song's trash.
You're going to tell me
But you're telling me you never went through a phase where you had a rat tail and just listened to Leonard Skinner?
No, I missed that one.
And your parents just always made you wear Confederate t-shirts?
Well, those aren't mutually exclusive to each other.
No, I never wore Confederate t-shirts, but I did have a rat tail. Ever tell you this story? Mm-hmm. I used to have a rat tail when I was a kid because I thought it was the coolest thing. My cousin had it or whatever.
Yeah.
And I got bullied like all the time for it. Not by like kids at school. They were like, damn, that's fucking sick.
Yeah.
Dude, you look fucking dope.
Yeah.
And I'd look like the coolest kid. But my brother would lay into me. Him and his friends would just like call me rat boy and just like yank me by my foot.
Right.
To the point where like one day they just made fun of me so much.
Yeah.
I went into my bathroom and just started crying and cut.
And you cut it off? That's how you got rid of it?
And just left it in the sink. And I was crying in there. And
why did you have it for so long?
I looked fucking. I told you, the kids at school were like, dude, you look fucking sick. I don't know why. In elementary school, I had some sick hairdos.
Yeah.
Like, I used to have like longer hair, And at one point, I found out about mousse and gel. So I used to take mousse and gel and slick my hair back. But since it was so long and thick, it would
And
be
you probably
like,
put too much mousse in it.
yeah. It would be like poofy,
Yeah.
and it'd have the wet look to it.
That is gross.
To the point where like, but everybody was like, "Damn, James, you look fucking cool today, man."
Yeah.
I was like, I know I look fucking sick, boys.
First off, you go to the bathroom, you look like shit. But in your head, you're like, I just killed this shit.
Dude,
And then, not only do you not get fucking in trouble, and like people go, "What the fuck are you doing?" They go, "Hey, bro, I noticed you look good," and you keep it going until your brother goes, "What the fuck are you doing?" How long did you have the rat tail before you had to cut it
I
off?
don't remember. It was so long ago.
Why did you even have that?
Because my cousin had it, and I was like,
You asked for it?
I was like, yeah, this is fucking sick.
This is fucking sick, dude.
So I had the rat tail, and then I did the moose thing.
Yeah.
And there was actually a kid that liked it so much that was his hairstyle all throughout elementary school, was the slick back hair. With
Oh,
like,
so he's like, yeah, hey,
Yeah.
Mom and Dad, this kid came in, and let me tell you.
me and him were like tight, right? So he thought it was fucking sick too, and that's how he wore his hair. And then,
It's the best fucking hair, and that, to this day, I think he still has it.
and then it was dope because I did that. Bought a leather jacket the next day. Hey, Mom, I want to use my allowance.
And as you would come down the hallway, you would just be like,
Well, that's only if I was stepping to somebody. I'd start snapping at them, and I'd fucking walk angrily.
"Scatter!"
Scatter. And then everybody that like wasn't part of the fight,
Yeah.
they just knew that that's not who I was looking for. They'd all they'd go against the lockers and stand out of my way, just so that way it was only me. It was mano y mano.
Yeah.
Me versus fucking Josh Diaz, who was about to catch these fucking snaps.
Is Josh Diaz my friend?
No.
Did you have a Josh Diaz friend?
No.
You just made that name up? I had a Josh Diaz friend.
Yeah, I thought about him, and I was like, that kid got bullied. So
No, he wasn't. He didn't
no,
get
he
bullied.
was the bully.
He was the bully. He was
Yeah,
part of the
that's what it
bulliers.
Yeah.
And which brings me into how kids used to bully me. You don't know this one.
There's
So when
this bully story that I don't know.
I mean,
How much did you actually get bullied?
a lot.
Damn, that's fucking.
Why do you think? I'm not lying.
I mean, it makes sense, right?
It was only for a couple
Like,
of years, though.
here's
It
the
wasn't.
thing,
It wasn't the majority of my life, but it was enough to stick out.
Let me make this very
Yeah.
clear. It doesn't surprise me.
I know it doesn't.
What's surprising to me is that there's still stories that I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what surprises me. So I don't want you to think, oh, I'm that cool now.
Yeah.
Where it's surprising that I got bullied. No, like I look at you and I go, I used to tell you, what did I always used to tell you?
I don't know.
You should have got bullied more.
Yeah.
Like you for sure should have got bullied.
I don't know. I really got it a lot.
No, if you went to my schools, you would have got punked. You would have got
I know.
fucking
I know.
bam, dude.
I know. I would have.
You would have been one of the kids that I fucking full on bullied.
So I told you about how there was 2 6th grade classes inherently.
Yeah. There was
I
one
was in
bad
the
one.
I was in the good one.
And then there was
Then
one.
there was the bad one where they literally 3 teachers quit that year.
Really?
That they had that class. They're like, we just cannot do it. We can't do it.
I made a student teacher quit.
So what? It was a transition period where my hair was always like, I used to have like a normal guy haircut, just like over the top, clean cut. That's how I looked, and I was like, God damn, just stop looking. So I would I wanted to grow my hair out long, and I didn't really know how to style it in general. And I would like pick, the barber would be like, okay, what do you want? And my dad would be like, tell him what you want. And
Dude, I fucking hate that shit.
As
Yo,
if-
I'm a fucking child.
as if I knew, right?
Yeah.
So I would be like, this one, but I want that shit longer in the back. Essentially, I gave myself a mullet.
Yeah.
And I had no idea like why. So at the barbershop, they style it, they put product and shit in it to make it look good no matter what.
Yeah, they do that
As
with my
a
hair still today.
as a child, you're like, oh, sick, dude. This is gonna look good.
I look fresh to death.
Take a bath, take a shower, do whatever, go to school. Still had transition lenses, so I was already getting made fun of for those. And then I
So
come
they at
out
least knew that those were like. Why did you have those?
because
Have you got made fun of?
because it was from 5th grade to 6th grade, different schools, right? In 5th grade, they were cool.
Really?
In 6th grade, they were not cool.
Let me make this
So-
clear. They were never cool.
Watch your fucking mouth.
Fucking-
So the bad kids, right? in the other 6th grade class, they took notice that all of a sudden I have a new hairstyle. One of them was like, "You have a mullet now?" And I had never. I didn't even know what a mullet was. And everybody, come quick!
Look at this white trash Puerto Rican.
They came out the woodwork. They started coming in. Oh my God, he's got a mullet. Everybody started making fun of me. And I realized, like, okay, I have to blend in. I can never stand out again. And I have to make sure that these people just don't see me, or like will keep making fun of me. That's when that's how I learned how to hide.
And then you got to high school, and even with that experience, you go,
Yeah.
I'm going to have super long hair.
I know, yeah.
And then everybody proceeded to
Well,
go,
because
hey, Jesus. What's going on, Jesus?
What's different is the mullet hair. It legitimately was like a terrible haircut, but even the Jesus haircut, I'm like, all right, I still kind of liked it. I still think it was good. Yeah.
Oh, dude. Man, I would be. I think that you just say that because of like hair envy.
No, I think it was good.
Because you have hair envy, right?
Not anymore.
You're telling me you don't look at somebody and you go, man, you got a nice full head of hair.
No, I do look at people and I say, oh shit, you are like, I say, like, I can acknowledge like that shit's good.
Okay.
But I actually do like.
What about people holding on to?
That bothers me more.
Yeah,
It bothers.
Did
the
you
fuck
watch
out
the
of me.
most recent episode, the barbershop episode
No.
with Zayn?
Is it bad?
Oh, he's pretty bald. And,
Is it worse than before?
yeah, and but he like does the spray painting thing.
That's
for
funny.
him. So it's pretty dope.
That's really funny.
Yeah,
I didn't see that one.
You should have done that once before you got involved.
No, because fucking freaks tattoo the fucking shit into their head.
Yeah,
Dude.
Or no, some people get addicted to hair plugs.
I know, that's what I hear.
Yeah,
Is
Joe
it like
Buck.
a feeling? Yeah,
Joe
no.
Buck is one of those. He like almost died on the operating table
That hurts my heart.
for hair plugs.
Dude, but you don't understand how much time and energy you have thinking about your hair. I mean, you might have it about other stuff, I don't know, but I would just spend like a lot of time in the mirror flipping my hair, trying to make it look it's impossible. It was literally impossible to make it like look like
Less
I had
bald?
yeah, less bald.
See, I have that issue with my hair sometimes. Like right now, I'm at this point where
Yeah.
I'm getting a haircut that I don't like each time.
I don't know why you do that.
I just like,
That's on you at that
I
point.
don't know how to order a new haircut.
You don't know how to order. That's not an order. You're not on Amazon like, I'll take one haircut, please, sir.
Because this is the thing, right?
You say, hey, Sean.
I
hey.
come from Supercuts, and you know what they do at Supercuts?
They give you a list of 4. We do 4. We do 4 haircuts.
They have your haircut saved.
Oh, they do?
So my parents got me a haircut when I was like 5, and that was my haircut till like, maybe sophomore year of high school. And then I started getting like a little bit shorter on the sides and fucking trimmed up and shit. And then they were like, damn, that's fucking good. And then we got like a good barber.
Yeah.
Shout out to our boy Tito.
Yeah.
I got him as a barber, and he cut me up real nice.
Yeah.
And then I was like, damn, this is like the best I've looked hair-wise ever. And then it's been like that forever. But these last 2 haircuts, it's been like more of a comb over.
Yeah.
And it looks good if I put product in it.
Yeah.
But if I don't have product in it, it just like looks so like weird.
Yeah.
And it looks like I'm wearing a toupee. And
A little bit.
It
Yeah.
upsets me. So I'm just always fucking with my hair. So
It
I do
reminds me
that.
of me a little bit.
But I'm not worried about being bald. I just
Yeah.
I'm worried about like my hair looking like shit.
Oh,
Not
just
so
shave.
much.
Just shave it off.
Okay.
It's the best thing.
I did. I told you. Did I bring that up on here? I almost went through like a fucking full on Britney Spears phase.
Really? You were just so upset with
No,
that?
I came out of the shower. My hair wasn't doing what I wanted to.
Yeah.
And I had just had a bad week. Fucking heartbroken, like I usually am. I was like, fuck it. I'm just gonna shave my head. I'm too ugly anyway. Like no matter what, I'm just fucking ugly. So I'm just gonna shave my.
Do you remember what That's When Poon Slayer did?
Yeah.
We had that bet who can grow out their hair longer
Yeah.
in high school.
And then he got.
And it was like I was dating a girl at the time and she hated it. And I just kept going. I was like, no, I'm gonna win.
Was he single at the time?
Poon Slayer?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he had that period. and his hair is just really it only falls flat. It's really straight hair.
Yeah.
So it grows out poofy unless it gets long enough where it can drop. So the longer it goes, the more. That's really funny to me that you can't just hair. That's how hair grows. It just grows different for everybody. Mm-hmm. So because of how poofy, it just kept growing bigger and bigger. And I was like, this is fantastic because his hair is looking shittier and shittier, and mine's like, it's not really. Yeah. Barely anybody notices. They just go, oh, that's just the way that guy is.
That's how it is for me too. Really, it doesn't like.
It just falls normal.
Yeah. But yeah,
his mom like pissed him off or something, and he got in a big fight with her, and he's like, "Fuck this!" and he just shaved it all one day. He just couldn't take it, and that's how I won the bet.
Yeah, that was really good. I do remember that period of time.
I did it better in high school with you. Do you remember? You can't go a month without
eating McDonald's. Yeah, you couldn't do it. Or, no, you did do it, but like I didn't think you could do it.
Right, you did it.
What was the bet for it? What did?
You just inherently said, like, I don't think you can go a month without.
And then you just did it.
And I was like, yeah, I can easily.
You see,
but it was tough.
But you don't really need, like, incentives, really.
What do you mean?
Like, you just need doubt.
Yeah,
like, if people doubting you gets you more
excited
like,
over
it gives you more of a boner than fucking
because I love
money or anything.
I love proving people wrong.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite things.
Yeah. Like,
if people say, like, I actually don't think you can do it or whatever, it's like, all right. You're a fucking idiot, and you're gonna feel like shit, and I'm gonna let everybody know that I'm gonna embarrass you. I'm gonna embarrass you in front of all of these people, and then loser, you
dumbass, you probably suck your mom's dick,
and then we're gonna lynch them. Not that
you're so fucked.
You can't do that.
No, you can't do that.
Even if they're white.
Is it still the same word? Do you use the same word then?
I don't know. Do you remember when Mosi, he said that shit to our black friend? He's like, I hope you get lynched. And he got grabbed by the throat and thrown up against the locker and was fucked up.
Really?
Do you remember that? Or I think he like
I kind of remember.
He held like a noose or something. He's like, look, this is what's gonna happen to you, because that guy, he can be an asshole, and he did not take kindly to that, which he should have.
Yeah, he would have he should have got his ass beat.
I mean, I think he got as close. I don't know why he held back.
He just like put him into a lock. I do kind of remember this now. And then I remember this because Mosey was like terrified of him after that, right?
I mean, why wouldn't you be?
I get it. Like, why wouldn't you? But like, I remember him like just like always kind of pussyfooting around him after that.
I mean, what the fuck did he expect? Why would he think?
I don't know.
I love my friends.
Well, because like that, you know what the issue is like people like that.
Oh, they never got challenged on shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, because the school that you guys went to like wasn't like.
No, we never had athletes like that.
Yeah. Or like just like, I mean, yeah, you guys had bullies that made fun of each other and shit.
Yeah.
And you guys had that little fight ring but
right.
There was like no actual like
threats.
Oh, you did something.
Yeah.
You're now going to like get your ass beat.
There was never any threat also, like that.
You know what they were? They were the fucking Xbox party chat.
Yeah.
Like the living version of that.
Basically because a troll manifestation.
Like, they are the people that said, "Oh, I fucked your mom."
Yeah.
Like all the time.
Yeah.
Thought that was the best shit. And then
I think now they have grown.
Yeah, probably. I'm sure.
They're definitely not now.
I'm sure. But
yeah.
They're still, I think, probably the closest thing that you can be to that at a 23-year-old. Like, I do think that they've changed, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But they're still probably, like, teetering on that line.
Yeah, I mean, so am I.
Yeah.
I mean, that's still all in me.
But, like, I don't know.
I mean,
it's still in everybody, right?
Yeah.
Like, everybody.
You just learn what you can get away with.
Yeah, everybody that was in a fucking COD 4
I'm actually surprised I've never been really fucked up by somebody from something I've said.
I mean, you really walk that line too.
Mm-hmm. I push it as much as I can.
I think I brought it up on here, but like right after I got into that big brawl,
that was yeah, I did that.
So like for a while, you were just like you were shoulder checking people like all the time.
Yeah,
like I still don't think that you understand how often you did it.
Yeah, I did a lot.
Like, and it was downtown, and like I can't even really do that downtown.
Yeah,
because like I can beat up a lot of people. And like our friends can beat up a lot of people.
Yeah.
But the issue with downtown is some people are backing.
Yeah, and can stab you and kill you.
Stab you, kill you. Yeah.
Yeah. That shit. Yeah, I know. That all exists, right? And
wait. I got something I want to bring up.
Yeah, go for it.
Uh, I think we got as close to one of our buddies admitting that he pissed on you
Yeah.
as I think that we'll get him to
Yeah,
admit.
I don't even remember how it went.
Oh, you don't remember the story of him
No,
pissing
because
on you?
you didn't tell me. Well, no, I know how he
No,
pissed
he was
on
just
me.
more or less like
I don't know how he admitted it.
he like
Well, for everybody, we should tell how he pissed on me.
so we go up to
Whitewater,
a party town, like really
It's a
big-
college town.
yeah, college town, so it's straight partying, and we get hammer drunk. You know, I get a little bit less drunk than you and our buddy.
Yeah.
I would say, and got to the point where you guys were just fucked up, and
Yeah.
we go get some McDonald's, come back. I tried my first McDonald's burger that day.
Not important to the story.
Not important to that story, but I tried my first McDonald's burger that
Okay.
day. Exciting. That's the end of the story.
We-
no, but you guys get fucked up to
We
the point
lay
where,
on a couch together.
no.
Okay. Tell it all.
David lays on the couch. Our buddy lays on the ground, and I'm also on the ground, but like kind of in another area. No, he actually laid on another couch. There's 2 couches there.
I don't know.
Either he laid on they were not on the same couch initially. And I'm just sitting there. I'm FaceTiming people, you know, fucking calling people up,
Yeah.
Snapchatting, talking to
You got
people.
anxiety. You don't fall asleep like
I
that.
can't fall asleep at like other people's houses that well. And our buddy gets up, and he like isn't obviously up. Like
Yeah.
he's just like
He's
drunk
in
or
that
looking.
zombie mode.
Yeah, and he like gets up and he starts and he like walks like 2 feet and like tries to unzip his pants. I'm like, yo, no, don't be there. I like try to pull him and he's like, no, and he like fucking wrestles me off, and I'm like, whatever, dude. I don't even want to see this. I don't want to be a part of it. I'm going to act like I'm asleep. And then he looks like he's walking to the bathroom and he goes, mm-mm. And he walks back, goes by the couch that you're sleeping on.
Knocked out.
You're knocked out. And
In like a drunk sleep, so I'm not
like,
waking up.
I'm like, at this point, I'm like, wait, I have to step in again. No, don't do that. Please, please don't do that. No. And then he's still going to, and he pulls his penis out. I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm fucking not. And I just remember, I didn't look. I turned away for this part, but I just hear, and it's like one of the loudest fucking streams I ever hear too. Like at this
You really
point,
had to go.
it was like, you got to think it was a whole night of drinking. He's just pissing. And I'm just like,
all over me.
and I'm like, come on, not really on you though.
Yeah.
Because like it was like one of those. It was like a 3 cushion couch.
Yeah.
Say you're on the far left cushion.
Yeah.
He kind of pissed on the far right and the middle cushion.
Yeah.
So you're kind of in it, like your ass was in it a lot, and that's about it. But he didn't piss directly on you, but he pissed all over the cushion. At least I think. I mean,
Yeah.
when I looked briefly, he was just pissing on the cushion. It seemed like.
And after
then
he peed.
after he pissed, rather than going back to where he was sleeping, he goes, okay, and fucking
Lays right into it.
and I'm like, what the fuck just happened?
Yes.
And then you guys are just covered in piss, and you guys like wake up.
Next morning, we are soaked. And him blacked out, didn't know. Me, sleep the whole time. This now let me tell it from my point of view.
Yep.
So I wake up, we are drenched. Like I'm talking, but what's weird is not the top of us, just the bottom. So we're trying to piece it together. Like, what the fuck? Did somebody come and spill water on us?
And I don't know why that jumped to that. When
Well,
your
or
guys'
like,
bottoms
did
were
we
wet.
spill beer?
But it was also your asses. That's why
Yeah.
you guys were so confused
Right.
too.
Yes, it was our asses. So only the bottom parts of us. So we were like, okay, we couldn't have pissed our pants because the front of our shit isn't wet. It's just the bottom. And you had the key to the puzzle the whole time, and you weren't telling us.
I didn't tell you guys. I didn't, because we were inside the house and there was still like, I didn't want to like cause this ruckus or like turmoil, because I didn't want to be like, yeah, our buddy just pissed all over your couch.
Yeah, I
Because it
mean,
was-
we were
it was
friends
so-
with the people there, but not enough where we could be on the couch and it'd be okay.
Yeah, at the time I wasn't as close with
Any of
T-Rog
them.
at the time.
So-
and even then, like I don't think that you were super close with T-Rog even.
Anyways,
Like you were friends with him, but
so we leave, and finally
we get in the
tell
car
us the
and
missing
I go,
part of the puzzle.
I go, I have to tell you guys something, and I tell that story, and you're like, that makes so much sense.
That makes that makes a lot. That cleared up. That's like the missing part. Like it's like, oh, that makes
And then our buddy's like, no, that didn't happen.
Yeah, he
goes,
just like immediately
jumped to no.
will just know there's no way I did that, and like wouldn't believe it.
Yeah, well, like because he had some valid points, right? Like he was like, oh, it didn't smell like piss.
It didn't.
It wasn't
But
yellow.
that's that alcohol.
But it's also alcohol piss.
Yeah.
So it's just like straight liquid.
It's
like,
usually just clear.
Yeah, clear water. So like that was the issue with it, and I'm pretty sure. And like he's still to this day, even when
years. He was like, I didn't pee on you. I didn't pee on you. And I'm like, hey, you kind of fucking peed on me. which I get pissed on a lot, so it's like it's
you
fine.
should be pissed, but you get so much bodily fluids on you
all the time
by everybody.
Sure,
like people
spit,
spit,
snot,
piss,
all of
cum,
it. Yeah,
fucking
anywho,
shit on you. Like everybody does that shit.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah, whatever,
and it's no problem.
So for years he did not admit.
And then finally, me and him were talking.
So this is recently.
Yeah, and he goes, he makes some joke about it. And I go, it's not that big of a deal, right? Like, you didn't even directly piss on him. You know that I've actually pissed on David.
Yeah, and you in your head made the choice, I'm going to pee on this guy.
Yeah.
Which is fucked up.
Which I want to go into that story.
Okay, fine. We'll tell it after.
And he's like, yeah, I might have pissed on him.
That's the most he will admit.
But he goes, I was really drunk. I don't know.
Which is what it should have been from the start.
Which is fine. Like,
yeah.
Who cares?
Mm-hmm.
He didn't want to admit it. And I finally got that a little bit.
All right.
I might have done it. But to my pissing story on you.
Okay.
So we go out one night. We go to a club.
Yeah, we go to one of the
clubs downtown, and
this is also during the start of us saying B&Ls, like Boys Night Out, and I was really excited for those.
Yeah, and you'd get really trashed during those.
Yeah.
And we go to this club. Drinks at this club, it's like
super expensive.
$12 for
you go to this club
to
pretend like you're rich.
Yeah, and it's like whatever. Like it's
not fun.
It's such a whatever.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
Right,
I
but it just isn't fun.
It's typically not a fun place.
But we make it fun.
And we're there, and I buy a Captain and Coke. I go out on the dance floor, we're dancing like we always do. You're already hammered by the time that we get to this place, and you're just fucking, moving around, fucking
going crazy,
throwing your hands.
Yeah.
And you punch my drink out of my hand.
Yeah, just knock it out of your hands.
And I go, hey, you got to buy me a new drink.
Yeah.
Like, that was expensive.
And I remember me saying, I go, yeah, these things happen. You just got to accept it.
You go, yeah, you just got to accept it. Like,
yeah.
I just do these things.
Yeah, that's going to happen. So, like,
that's going to
that's going to happen. So, I'm not paying for another one.
I'm like, what the fuck? And then I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, so I made you really mad with that.
And I'm dancing. And then you proceed to, like, jump around and you hit me in the face. Like, you're throwing hands. And I'm like, what the fuck? I shoved you. Yeah. And then you just pissed me off. And then even like when we got outside, you were fucking with me, like saying some shit to me. Like you're just talking shit. Yeah. And then finally, like I just got fed up with it. Yeah. We go and we take you're just trashed at this point.
Dude,
and
I got kicked out of that place we were there.
Yeah.
That was the time when they're like, hey buddy, you gotta go.
Yeah. Oh, because you tried going to the bathroom.
Yeah, I tried to go to the bathroom, yeah.
But instead of going to the bathroom,
I tried to sneak into VIP.
You walked into VIP.
Yeah.
And they stopped you and go, stop. And you go, this isn't the bathroom?
I'm just trying to go to the bathroom.
This isn't the bathroom?
And they go, no, the bathroom's over there. And I go, yeah, no problem.
Yeah, and then you walk forward again. Like you're going to walk
in.
Like, and they
okay, so that didn't, it's like, that didn't work, right? It was like, oh yeah, I know the bathroom's over there, but don't worry, I'm just gonna go in here. I'm just gonna go in here real quick. And they're like, no, you're not getting. I was like, no, it's fine. And they're like, okay, buddy, you gotta go. Yeah. I'm leaving. I'm out.
I'm out of here.
Hey, we're out of here.
So we leave, and we're like walking. We're trying to wait on a ride. So one of our buddies is coming to pick us up, and you're just trashed to the point where like people are taking pictures of you at this point. You're just so fucked up looking. We like start unbuttoning your shirt like fully, so that way like you're. And this wasn't like a good phase for you.
It's where I let myself go a little bit.
Yeah, and you got your shirt open, you got your button up on, you're just like looking fucked up, and people are taking pictures of you. And we're walking down the alley, and you're like, oh fuck, I gotta piss. And like we're all like, yeah, we gotta piss too.
Sir,
we all
you're
piss.
already
so
angry
I'm pissed
at
you because you fucking have ruined my night the entire night. So I'm like, you know what, this fucker deserves this shit. And I just start pissing on your leg.
Yeah.
And one of our buddies, Omarcito, goes, hey, stop, James, you're pissing on him. I go, yeah, I know. Yeah, no. I just write it off like it's nothing.
And I'm oblivious to it. I have no idea.
And you're like, yeah, it's whatever.
Yeah.
You're just fine with that.
Yeah.
And then we get past the alley, get to the sidewalk, and you're just like ready to be slumped. Like
Yeah.
You're tired. So you lay down on the concrete.
Was this before or after us arguing about Forrest Gump?
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
So for whatever reason, we started talking about movies, and you talk about how Forrest Gump is your favorite movie,
And why it is. Like, yeah, it's the
Yeah.
picture perfect movie.
and then somehow you're like, "What's your favorite movie?" Right? And I say Forrest Gump, and you were pissed.
And I was like, no.
That's my
That's
favorite
my
movie.
favorite.
It's not yours.
Because I thought in my head, I was like, oh, he's just saying this.
Because I've already
because you knew that it was mine.
Yeah, you thought that I was saying it because I wanted to make you angry.
And genuinely, I do think that in your head, you were trying to say it to make me angry because you were saying just like my favorite movie rather
Yeah.
than yours. Because like it might be your favorite movie,
Yeah.
but when we normally have this conversation when we're sober, you'll say other movies.
Sure.
And like because it's interchangeable. Whereas like for me, it's kind of set in stone.
So I am. What's your favorite? It's Forrest Gump. No, it's not. That's my. You're getting really
Really
mad.
pissed.
And,
I go, finally, I kind of set
okay,
you up
fine.
for this one.
What's your favorite movie? Forrest Gump.
And then I go, say a line from your favorite movie. You go, life's like a box of chocolates.
You'll never know what you're gonna get.
I fucking hit you in the arm. I was so pissed.
Yeah.
And then after that was right after we got done
Sure.
pissing. And then we walk through the alley and you're like when you're drunk,
Yeah.
you're done. You want to sleep. That's
Oh
all you
yeah,
care about.
that's not. I don't know what it is, but when I'm really blacked out, I just think, okay, I can just catch a couple Z's right here. I'm fine. I'm good to go. That's how I've gotten kicked out of many bars.
Yeah. And you're not like a light sleeper.
Oh no, I go into a deep sleep
Yeah.
immediately every time.
So you go and lay down on the concrete.
Yeah.
And you're just laying there. And then like this girl and two guys walk like past.
Yeah.
And then the girl turns, hey, you gotta wake up. You gotta.
This girl sees a passed out man on the ground, and from the kindness of her heart, she was like, I need to save him.
Yeah, but she also kind of did it in a weird way.
But she also did not know who she was running into, which was me.
And she goes to wake you up. She's like, you come on, you got to get a hold of yourself. You got to get up. You got to
Right.
stand
So
up. And then she's
I
like
hear the
talking to
tone
you,
in her voice.
and she's like talking to you because wait, let me tell
Yeah,
it until
sorry.
you can actually be a part of it.
Yeah.
Because you weren't a part of this.
Well,
at this
right.
point.
I didn't.
It's
I
like
didn't,
about halfway through before
yeah,
you were. Actually
I didn't
part of it.
really. My consciousness didn't come into
Yeah.
it until halfway through the conversation.
So at one point, she's just like talking to him, telling him things like, and it seems like just a nice civil conversation. And then halfway through, I've never verbally heard somebody come out of a blackout,
yeah.
but you did right there. You're
Yeah.
like, what are we talking about? What are we doing here? And you start not asking these questions in like a nice way.
Yeah.
Because it was nice up until that point between both of them.
Oh, was it like?
Yeah, but you started berating her. What are we doing here? Why are we having this conversation? What's this conversation
Yeah,
about?
so-
and
yeah,
she's
right.
Like, and she's like, whoa, what the fuck?
Right. So she helped me up.
She's
and
like,
she's talking to basically unconscious me.
Mm-hmm.
Like my body is doing stuff, but my mind isn't there. And then when I come in, I am upset that this, because when I wake up, like when somebody shakes me awake, I'm always angry.
Yeah.
I would rather people just let me sleep.
No matter where you are.
This girl has no idea. So there's that anger immediately, right?
Actually, you're not always angry. If there's something, like if there's a way to get to your house
Yeah.
or get home so you can sleep in your bed and somebody wakes you up, hey, a ride's here to take you home. You're like, oh, okay. And you run toward it and you're always the first in the pack. But this girl then is like, and you're like, who are you? Why
Yeah.
are you talking to me?
I think
And
I said,
and she
I
pretty
said
much
this is
goes,
how I did it.
She goes, I'm pretty much the best person ever. And
Oh,
she was
wait,
saying
slow down.
condescending things like that.
The way I said it was, what are we doing here? What's going on here? What's happening? Who are you? And she was like, I'm pretty much the greatest person in the world. I was like, okay, first off, that's bullshit. You're not.
Yeah,
You're not.
That's what really sparked everything. Was
Yeah.
you telling her that she wasn't the greatest, and then it just turned into like the rest of the conversation was just like nonsense. Like it was just like
me talking shit to her.
She was like, well, I think she said that she was like a teacher or something. You're like, so who gives a fuck?
I was like, what? Yeah, I don't give a fuck. What class do you teach? And she's like, Spanish. And I was like, say some Spanish shit right now. I know Spanish.
Yeah.
I said,
so you guys got into this big old argument. And she goes, whatever, you're a fucking asshole.
And I said, fuck you, bitch.
And there was
I was sleeping, but I don't give a fuck about you.
These two dudes like start stepping and we're like, hey. And we told them to chill out.
Yeah. For the audacity for me to come out from a drunk stupor, this girl's trying to help me out. I'm like, fuck you, bitch. Don't ever touch me. Your job's, you're fucking nothing. And then this
shit.
Her friends be like, hey, buddy. And then my guys be like, hey, he can say whatever the fuck he wants to that bitch.
Yeah.
And then
you do shit like that all the time. And then after we like defend you, you have the nerve to like, I'm like, yo, why'd you do that? And you're like, I don't give a fuck. I can do whatever I want. I'm like, shut up, dude. And then you pushed me, and I like pushed you back.
Well, okay. So
no. I didn't push you hard this time. I just pushed you back.
Yeah.
And then you pushed me like when I like afterwards. And I was like, okay, we're done because like we both got our thing in. But then I like go and talk to like our buddies, and you push me into the street. And I stumble, and I'm like, what the fuck? You've been a fucking asshole all night. And I come up and I shove you.
Oh, as hard as you can. Use both strikes.
And I just throw you into the wall to the point where
my head hits the wall.
You're probably like a good like 2 feet off the ground.
Yeah.
Maybe more. Like, no, it was okay, 2 feet's like a little bit. It was like right around there. You get the point.
Yeah.
Your feet were that far off the ground.
Sure.
You were high up. You hit your head against the wall.
A brick wall.
And you fall down. You fall to the concrete. And you're just like.
Pass out a little bit.
Your eyes are just closed. And we're like, David. And then we have to shake you to get your attention.
Yeah.
And you go, in the most calm voice, why would you do that? I go, you realize you've been a fucking asshole all night. And you go, yeah, it just like happens. You don't have to do that though. And you got so sad and upset. And I probably concussed you.
Yeah. Oh, no, I definitely, you definitely concussed me, right? Because I remember saying, why would you do that? Because I honestly didn't remember that I had pushed you at all. I thought I honestly.
See, but did I give you a concussion, or were you just that fucked up because you
one
also forgot a conversation halfway through?
Because I truthfully thought it was unprompted, and I was like, "This guy pushed me out of nowhere just to impress these kids."
I think that it's funny because in your mind, that's what you're thinking. It was just that. Oh, he just pushed me for no reason. Which makes sense though, because I did do a lot of things for a while during that Mikey's phase. I would you would go up and order like shots, and you'd go, who needs one? And as soon as every time I'd always go, hey Tro, watch this. And every time that you go like, oh, who needs one? And you'd like turn, I just always cold clap you. And I'd like full on just punch you in the mouth.
Check this out.
And I just punch you in the face. And then, like everybody would be like, oh.
Yeah.
And I'd just get away with it.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like wrong of you to think.
So I really just didn't. I thought, yeah, this guy's a fucking asshole. He's gonna push me for no reason. He knows he's bigger and stronger than me. What's the fun out of it?
Yeah.
Whew. God damn. I woke up the next morning, right? And my head hurt so much, and I was like, what the fuck, dude? Why does my head hurt this much? It had hurt for like 3 days.
And it took like us having to like show you recordings.
Yeah.
And was there a recording of me throwing you into the wall?
No, but I do.
Like,
I remember
right after.
because of the anger. I felt the anger from the push, and I remember hitting my head and like falling down and saying that. That's something I legitimately remember, and I had to piece it all together after.
Which it's funny because of the concussion / blackout. Even though you pieced it together, you still probably thought that it was unprompted, like initially until we told you.
Did I ever apologize to you?
No.
I'm still not going to. But
I mean, at this point, I got what I got out of it,
and I stand.
So it's at this point it's even, right? Like you punched me, you pushed me, you knocked the drink out of my hand, and you were just in general like also on top of that, not only did you do those things, which those are all like whatever,
Yeah.
but you were just being like actual like a cocksucker
Right,
the entire
but the thing
night.
is, I still stand by all the things. I don't I don't regret any of those.
Neither do I. I don't regret concussing you
Yeah.
or pissing on you
Because I don't regret any of them.
or punching you.
Because at the time, you know, when we got drunk like that, you have to. I really thought like, okay, you know, this comes with the lifestyle. You know, if you're gonna be in this life, you know, I might be a little bit of an asshole. I might knock a drink out of your hand. That's gonna happen because I flail, and I'm gonna
You
like
do flail.
I'm gonna get kicked out of these bars. That's gonna happen every time, and I'm gonna like be a nuisance. That's who I am when I'm hammered.
It's just how it is.
That's real. And I thought like legitimately like, okay, man, if you're hanging out with me, that's what's up.
That's what's up. So yeah,
I think that's it.
did we get it?
I think. Hold on. Where we at?
Some kind of flew by.
Yeah, I think we're good on that. Well, my
so
mom really helped out. Shout out to my mom.
Shout out to your mom. Let's how do we sign this one out? Wait, let's write a song.
You want to write a? Do you want to have a? Because I can make this one real sincere, like a legitimate sincere one, or we can.
It's the Monologue Podcast.
No, let's make a parody too.
Make sure you subscribe.
No, stop. Make it to the.
We would love it if you like it.
Well, we're too deep now.
Now just hit that bell. It's the Monologue Podcast. See, I was going for like a never-ending story.
Yeah, but you don't know the tune in your
Yeah,
head.
yeah.
So that was your rendition of the never-ending story.
That was a good song, though.
It was fucking something.
Sing it with me. Sing it with me.
It's the Monologue Podcast.
Make sure you subscribe. If you like it, I will love it. So hit that bell. Dude, I think I hit all those notes. I think what I was going for. So in the first part, I was going for like a G minor. And then in the other part, I was going for a G minor.
The pitch in your voice didn't change one time.
And then also in the
this
last
is you
part,
the whole time.
in the last part, I was trying to go for a G minor.
Just cut this recording. I'm done with this one.
Peace out,
We're
friends.
out.